Hi guys, welcome to Unit 7, Lesson 5, Volume of Cylinders. So we talked about surface area, which that's like the amount that the surface takes up, right? Volume is like how much something can hold, all right? How much of like the total space, not just the flat space, okay? So here's our formula for volume of cylinders. Pi times the radius squared times the height. Okay, so pi times the radius squared, that's like the area of a circle, but we're multiplying it by how tall the cylinder is, right? So it's almost like as if we had all those circles like stacked as high up as we could go. This is how much space they would take up. So we're just going to go straight into examples. And just like before, it's just kind of like we're plugging them in and solving. So with this first one, I'm given the diameter, but I don't need the diameter, I need the radius. So if my diameter is 16, that means my radius is 8. Okay? So pi, I'm going to use 3.14. The radius is 8, so 8 squared times the height, which is 7. Okay, I know what 8 squared is. That's 64, right? So, and then we're just multiplying. So let me pull that up on my calculator. 3.14 times 64 times 7 gives me 1,406 and 72 hundredths. And we were talking about inches. Now this is the big thing with volume. They're no longer squared, now they are cubed. That is a three-dimensional unit. Okay? So, and that's it. That would be your entire answer. So with this one, number 2, what is the volume of this cylinder? Now the same equation holds true even if it's an oblique cylinder, okay? So we still need pi times the radius squared times the height. So let's see here. But the big thing, this right here, this is the height, okay? This is the slant height, so we don't need this one for this equation. So they gave you some extra information to kind of trick you. All right, so make sure that you're using the correct height. Like from the very top, perpendicular to the base, what would it be? All right, so we've got 3.14. Our radius is 4 meters, so we've got 4 squared, and our height is 7. So 3.14 times 4 squared is 16 times 7. So on our handy dandy calculators, 3.14 times 16 times 7 gives me 351 and 68 hundredths. These were meters, and they are cubed. And that's it. I've got one more problem for you. This is number 3 from your quick check. A jar of peanut butter has a height of 16 centimeters and a width of 10 centimeters. What is the volume? So let's just draw a picture real quick. Let's say this is our peanut butter jar. So the width is 10 centimeters. So that's all the way across. That's like our diameter. So the diameter is 10, but we don't need that. We need the radius. So if the diameter is 10, that means the radius is 5. And these are centimeters. And the height, it said, was 16. So once again, we're just plugging in and going. So we've got pi r squared times the height. So we'll say 3.14 times 5 squared times 16. 3.14 times 25 times 16. So let me get my calculator. 3.14 times 25 times 16. Ooh, look at that. No decimal. 1,256 centimeters cubed. That would be the volume. That's how much peanut butter could fit in there. As always, if you need extra support, just let me know. But as long as you've got that formula, I bet you're going to be okay. So give it a try.